everyone, Steve Kim here. So excited. Steve Kim Show episode number 135. The first month of 2021 is in the books, and as usual, I got your numbers and your stats as they pertain to the Toronto and York region real estate market. So let's get right into the numbers. So in Toronto back in December 2020, we had just over 2,700 sales against just over 4,300 active listings. Fast forward into January 2021, we had just over 2,600 sales against just over 3,500 active listings. So absolutely, we have not seen as much inventory come to the market. And due to that, coupled with buyer demand, we have seen prices appreciate, I'm going to say accelerate quite rapidly over the course of the past 30 days. Well, in the York region, what happened? Back in December 2020, we had just over 1,300 sales against just over 1,600 active listings. Fast forward in January 2021, we had just over 1,200 sales against just over 1,800 active listings. Now, months of inventory, this is really, really important. Supply and demand, and now more than ever, because we are so tight in supply with such great buyer demand, we are seeing that accelerated pricing across all freehold property types. Now, months of inventory in Toronto, December 2020, against all housing types, against detached, semi-detached, row homes, condo apartments, we were about 1.6 months of inventory. So absolutely a seller's market for a majority of those housing types. Now in January 2021, what did we see? We saw a drop. It went from 1.6 to 1.3 months of inventory. Now, this is indicative of a strong seller's market. This is also indicative of a fierce competition when it comes to multiple offer situations. So going into multiple offers, please be prepared to understand that there are a lot of buyers out there, and you could be going up against another 6, 10, 20, even 40 other offers in particular parts of the GTA. Well, in New York region, what happened? Back in December 2020, we were hovering around 1.2 months of inventory. Fast forward in January 2021, we are still about 1.2 months of inventory. And again, to put this all into perspective, a balanced market is around 5 months of inventory. So we are at 1 month, absolutely a seller's market. Now, price changing month over month. And I share this with you because so many people want to know what's happened month over month, but really it's the year over year statistic we should be paying attention to. So month over month in Toronto, again, for that average property, we were trading just over $894,000. Fast forward in January 2021, that average property is trading just over $866,000. Now, month over month in York region, what happened? That average property in York region back in December 2020 was trading around $1.084 million. Fast forward into January 2021, that average York region property is now trading at $1.168 million. Now, pricing year over year, this is really, really important to pay attention. If I take that average property in Toronto back in January 2020, it was trading just over $880,000. And like I just shared with you, January 2021, that average property in Toronto is trading just over $866,000. So that's about a 1.5% decrease year over year for an average property in Toronto. Well, in York region, what happened? That average property in York region back in January 2020 was trading just over $948,000. And like I just shared with you, that average property in York region, January 2021, is now trading at $1.168 million. That's a 23% increase year over year. Now, I got this question about 2 weeks ago, a DM, and the person had asked, why is there such a disparity with regards to an average property in Toronto versus an average property in York region? Why is it so much less in Toronto versus York region? Well, a predominant amount of the sales as we go month over month and year over year is really heavily fueled by the condo market, because the condo market is priced lower than an average property in York region, because in York region, it consists mainly of single family homes, detached, semi-detached, and row homes. Those price points are higher than the condo market. Because of that, that's why we see a discrepancy in pricing. Because if you've been following the Steve Kim shows, the detached home segments in Toronto and York region, you can see quite a different disparity, a large disparity in terms of pricing. Now, what I do want you to pay attention to is 2021 has started it with a flurry of activity, with sales in the GTA up over 52% compared to last year. And prices up are on average about 15% year over year. Anyways, I hope you found these numbers and these stats useful. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to give me a call, send me a text, shoot me a DM, or an email. As always, be great, be kind, everyone. Take care.